개불, that seafood. Can't even, I can't even.
It looks like a man's best friend. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sean. One thing that I love about living here in Seoul is the variety of food, and so much of it is so good. Also, those travelers looking to challenge themselves by eating some unconventional food can find what they're looking for right here in Seoul. Let's talk to some people living here in Seoul to see what they have to say about this topic. Let's go. Hi, where are you from?
Hi, my name is Rowena and I'm from Scotland.
When you first got to Seoul, South Korea, what were some strange, exotic, crazy foods that you saw that you now like?
I didn't like at the start, but now I love it. It's 청국장. 청국장 is like 된장찌개, but really, really, really strong. Okay, if you haven't had 된장찌개 before, it's kind of like the Korean version of miso soup.
Yeah.
Salty, slightly nutty. It's basically fermented soybeans. When I first smelled 청국장, I remember being like, what the heck is this? Because it smelled like socks. But now, I don't know, the more I had it, the more I really enjoyed it. And I love it. I love 청국장. It's now one of my favorite stews.
Hi, I'm from Maryland, USA. Yeah, I grew up with a lot of Korean culture, especially food-wise. That was the biggest Korean cultural influence that I had growing up.
In the US, right?
In the US.
So since you already have that influence, what about some non-Korean friends around you? What are foods that really shock them, but to you, they're delicious and you have no problem eating them?
Yuke, which is the raw beef. Usually has an egg yolk. That thing is very gonna be shocking to Americans because American food culture doesn't really do a lot of raw meats.
Yeah.
And especially raw beef is not one that is very common.
Very true. But man, is it delicious.
It is
I
so
love
good.
it. Yeah, it's amazing. Hi, where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Canada. My name is Ali. The number one is probably sundae. So basically it's a blood sausage. So it's the pig intestines and they stuff it with the glass noodles and some other meat and like herbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the first time I had it, I happened to stumble upon a restaurant that had sundaegukbap, which is the sundae, the meat in a soup, and there's rice and there's all this, and it rocked my world.
Yeah.
And now my literal favorite Korean food is sundae.
Really?
I eat it at least once a week. So I introduce it to people, but I don't always give them details about what it is.
Yeah.
Because if I tell them what it is, they won't eat it. Usually,
They
if
really
they
like
try it, they like it.
So then part two, what are some foods that you still can't tolerate?
There are foods that are great, and I totally understand why people like them. 간장게장, which is the fermented, marinated crabs. And I totally get it. The flavors are complex, and the texture is complex. Just for me personally,
Man, you're crazy.
it's
That
not
is
a flavor
great.
I love. It's not a taste that I love.
Yeah.
It's not a texture that I like particularly. But I totally get why people love it. My dad loves it. If I could give him that, and he could eat that, twice a week, he would be happy.
I have bondegi trauma. I saw it at an outdoor market, and I looked, and there was this cute, tiny halmoni sitting there, and I didn't speak a word of Korean. And she was like, come here, come here. And then she gave me a cup of bondegi for free, and I didn't want to be rude. And I saw that it was bugs. I saw that it had legs, and I was like, I don't want this. But she was like watching me. So I put one in my mouth, and it tasted like grass. But when I bit down, some juice squirted in my mouth. She started laughing. So she was like, yeah, 외국인, 외국인. So all of her friends came and they were like, oh, good job, you ate the bondegi. And I was just crying and eating it. So I still can't eat it.
Two completely new things that I tried in Korea was 홍어, the fermented skatefish, and 개불. 개불, that seafood. I can't even, I can't even.
It looks like a man's best friend. Yeah.
Okay.
What are some foods from Scotland that you think outsiders, if they tried, they'd be shocked, it'd be very exotic and difficult to eat for them?
I think haggis is also maybe a weird food for outsiders. You get a sheep, and then you take out all its organs, its heart, its intestines, its stomach, and then you mash it up into mince, and then you make it into like a ball, and then you boil it. That is haggis.
Yeah.
Honestly, it sounds disgusting. Taste-wise, it's actually pretty nice. Because you put loads of herbs. You put thyme and rosemary and salt and pepper. It just tastes like a herby sausage.
Herby sausage.
Yeah.
What are some shocking things about the way Americans eat to foreigners?
The easiest comparison is fast food, right? So you go to fast food, you're like, in Korea, what is a large here is almost the size of an American medium.
Yeah, definitely. Portion sizes are massive in the US, right?
Portion sizes are huge.
Canada's a pretty young country. We don't have like traditional foods per se, but we do have a lot of fusion food from around the world.
Okay.
So I think the thing that would shock people from other countries is their country's food Canadianized. So it's really difficult to find really authentic food when everything is very multicultural and mixed.
A lot of fusions.
Yeah.
I think overall there's so many types of food to eat here in Seoul, and even modern Korean food that it's very approachable for beginners to Korea. So you don't have to worry when you're coming, but I think if you want to try something extreme, there's plenty of that here in Seoul as well. Anyway, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
All right, bye. Bye. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching, guys. 그리고 저는 요즘 멤버십 프로그램을 하고 있는데 새로 영상을 올릴 때마다 영어 대본과 한영 자막을 자유롭게 설정할 수 있는 영상도 멤버들에게 올려드릴게요. 관심 있으시면 아래 설명을 참고해주세요. Once again, I'm Sean, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. You can actually live fairly cheaply here.
Yeah.
Or travel cheaply at that. As long as you don't get an expensive table at a club in Gangnam, every night. But
No, put that money down.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sean. So you'll find that on the internet, a few websites list Seoul as being one of the top 10 most expensive cities in the world. But as someone who's been living here for around 6 years, I'm not so sure that that's true. Let's dive deeper into this topic by talking to some people from around the world. Let's go. Hi, where are you from?
I am from Texas, USA.
What are some things that shocked you when you came here? You were like, wow, I can't believe this is that cheap.
Oh, shoot. Soju.
Soju, so alcohol.
Yeah, I don't drink, but I noticed that the prices here are way cheaper than what they are in America.
Yeah.
So a bottle of soju in Texas is about $5, and over here it's $1.50. I'm like, wow, people can get drunk for super cheap here. That's crazy. And then of course getting a snack like kimbap is also stupid cheap here.
Yeah, I think a lot of the Korean students love having kimbap because it's so affordable.
Yeah, and the fact that you get something that's so cheap, that's so healthy, whereas in the States, anything that's healthy is crazy expensive.
That's true, that's a really good point. Hi, where are you from?
Hi, my name is Rachel from South Korea.
Cool.
Yeah, I lived a couple of years in the States.
So what are some things that you think in Korea are way cheaper than maybe the US or maybe other countries?
The cost we spend at the hospital.
Yeah.
Because even if I get a simple cold in America, if I don't have the insurance or the waiver, I wouldn't even dream of visiting a hospital.
Yeah.
No way.
But Korea, the healthcare and the hospitals are so affordable here.
For foreigners too. I had a friend who had to go to an emergency room in the middle of the night, and that only costed him like around $100.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's really, really affordable here in South Korea.
Another thing is that you have to really pay a lot for deliveries, but here it's super cheap. Like things like Youngkyoung, McDonald's, Taco Bell and stuff, all that delivery, we can get that pretty doggone cheap here. But in America, you gotta pay so much for it.
Hi, where are you from?
Hi, I'm Tasha. I'm from London, England. One of the things that hugely shocked me was the price of Korean beauty products, skincare, makeup. Those particular items, I was blown away actually by how much selection and the low price actually, the low cost of how much those items were by comparison to England.
What are some things that shocked you how expensive they are here?
So yeah, the thing that shocked me that was most expensive was the whole key money thing. You have to put down $10,000 just to stay somewhere on top of rent and on top of utilities for a year? Come on. I mean, yeah, sure, I know you get that money back, but come on, man.
It's a lot to ask.
You're killing me, Korea. You're killing me. You're burning a hole in this.
Fruit and vegetables, oh my god. Serious, I recently started eating a lot more fruit and veg, and here, particularly in Gangnam, they are hugely expensive. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why is a pepper so expensive, or a bunch of bananas or whatever? And just, I've never encountered, avocados or tomatoes or whatever, so expensive. So I feel that if you want to cook at home, it can be a lot more expensive depending on what ingredients you're buying.
It's often stated that Seoul is one of the most expensive cities in the world. How do you feel about that? Do you think that's true?
I would say housing price is crazy expensive, but Other than that,
US was more expensive than Seoul?
except for the rent, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. You can actually live fairly cheaply here.
Yeah.
Or travel cheaply at that. As long as you don't like, you know, get an expensive table at a club in Gangnam, you know, every night. But
No, put that money down. I mean, I think Korea is every minimalist dream.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Because it's like you don't have to have a lot just to live your life. Yeah, the last home I was at, all I had in there was just a computer desk, 2 computer chairs, and a bed. That's all I had.
At your last home? So minimalist dream, that means only the bare necessities inside your home. Everything else you can kind of expedite outwards. You go outside and do it.
Exactly.
You go to a cafe, you go to a restaurant, you do the things that are they're luxuries to do.
Yeah.
But everything essential you can keep inside and live pretty cheaply, right?
Yeah, and
That's a really interesting point. Thank you so much, Sean.
Take care. Peace and love, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Once again, I'm Sean, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
If you are wearing red underwear, then it means luck.
Really?
Yeah, so I did that for my exams and I passed really well.
Really? I've
Yeah.
never heard of that one. You take an exam, you wear red underwear,
Yeah.
and you can get a good score?
Yeah,
Really? Did it work?
yeah, it worked.
Wow! I gotta try that, although I'm not in school anymore, so. Dang, too late. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sean. More than most people from other countries, South Koreans take their superstitions pretty seriously, and some are quite interesting. Perhaps there are even some that are good to know for those who plan to travel here to Seoul. Let's see what some people living here in Seoul have to say about Korean superstitions. Let's go. Hi, where are you from?
I'm from California.
Do you have any examples of superstitions that you've experienced while living here?
The main one that comes up every so often is since I'm a teacher,
Yeah.
a lot of my students often will bring up the not writing your names in red. Because like it'll happen if like I'll write their names on the board, I have to make sure I don't use my red marker. Or if I'm grading something and I write like nice job, if I use their name, that I don't use red or that I'll change it to like a different color or I just don't write their name at all. Because like they'll also even point out like if I'll write Korea in red, they're like teacher and I'm like you guys project that onto like the whole of Korean people as well and they're like teacher please and I'm like oh okay I'm sorry and I'll like erase it and
Very interesting. Hi, where are you from?
I'm from France. When you're eating, you have to put your chopsticks not in the rice but next to your bowl because it means death.
Have you ever done that by mistake?
Never.
Not once. Oh, she's perfect. Hi, where are you from?
Hi, I'm from Russia. Oh, actually, I've heard a lot. I've heard about like fan. If you're going to sleep and you're going to keep turn on your fan, you will die.
Yeah.
But I'm not really sure if it's true or not.
Right.
So I just like heard maybe some rumor, or maybe it was some real situations. So not sure.
I've also heard about that one. Some people swear that it's true. Some people are like, oh, it's just a superstition. Do your Korean friends usually believe a lot of these superstitions?
Oh yeah, like about especially for relationship, because my friends got like experience about like she bought the shoes for her partner, and the next day they broke up.
Oh.
Yeah, right. So.
Oh my God.
Because they say like in Korean culture, if you're going to prepare some gift like shoes to your partner, they're going to run away.
Oh my God.
So it's actually happened with my friends, so I think it's true.
Oh my God.
I'm going to believe. So
don't buy shoes to your partner.
Yeah, never buy.
A lot of these superstitions can be kind of negative.
Yes.
Are there any positive superstitions you've experienced here? Like if this happens, it's good luck.
If you are wearing red underwear, then it means luck.
Really?
Yeah, so I did that for my exams and I passed really well.
Really? I've
Yeah.
never heard of that one. You take an exam, you wear red underwear, and you can get a good score?
Yeah.
Really? Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Wow! I gotta try that, although I'm not in school anymore, so. Dang, too late.
If you can see a pig in your dream, it's for a good luck.
Oh, so pigs mean good luck in South Korea.
I actually am not really sure if it's is it true or not, but it's kind of like superstition.
Yeah. Are there any superstitions that tourists should be careful of?
If you're just a tourist, I think you should be okay if you accidentally make a mistake with like writing someone's name in red ink, like especially if you're clearly a foreigner. They're not gonna really get like drilled into like don't do this or anything. It might just casually come up.
It's just kind of a fun cultural exploration, I suppose.
Yeah.
How would would you compare French superstitions to Korean superstitions?
I think both countries have superstitions, but we don't take that really seriously.
Yeah.
But maybe Koreans are more into superstitions than in French.
It seems that way, right?
Yeah, because for example in French there is a superstition where we can't put the bread upside down on the table.
Bread?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because in Middle Age we only put the bread like this for the one that killed someone, so it means really bad luck. But we don't really mind anymore, only the old people do that.
Wow.
But in Korea also young people believe in superstitions, I think.
Yeah, well I think it's true.
Yeah.
It's definitely more a part of the culture here.
Yeah.
The only one that I can kind of have a comparison with is the whole like evil number between like Westerners associating the number 13 with like evil, and then Easterners associating the number 4 with like evil.
We also have lucky 7 too.
We do have a lucky 7.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah.
I think it's not many similar things.
Yeah, a lot, pretty different, right?
Yeah, because here like unlucky number is a 4. In Russia we have unlucky number like 6 and 13.
Okay.
So which is not really similar. And
why 6?
Because it's kind of devil number.
Oh, for like the Bible and
yeah,
Christianity.
So,
oh, interesting. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Once again, I'm Sean, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
If you reach out like that and like want to give a big hug, then you might find Koreans even feeling a little bit uncomfortable and might back up. Don't feel offended if they do so. It's not because like you smell bad or they don't like you. It's just not a cultural thing.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sean. Have you ever gone to a new country and stuck out like a sore thumb because of your behavior? I've definitely made my fair share of mistakes when I first got to Korea. But don't worry, I'm here to help you with some amazing tips from expats living here in Seoul. Let's get right into it. Hey, where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
If someone comes to South Korea, particularly Seoul, what are some things they should not do?
Well, if you meet a person for the first time, don't go up to them like, oh, hey, like give a big hug. It's not a cultural thing here in Korea to just reach out to people and give them a nice little hug. It's not very common.
I think that kind of thing can be common in definitely the United States. How is that with Germany?
I think it's similar to Korea. Germans are also a little bit more reserved. Maybe a small little hug or a handshake.
And I even think some countries in Europe, maybe like Spain, France, they can greet each other with a kiss.
Yes.
I think things like that, especially these days with the situation going on, you should definitely not do things like that, right?
Especially not right now. No. Just for safety reasons as well. If you reach out like that and like want to give a big hug, then you might find Koreans even feeling a little bit uncomfortable and might back up out of the situation. And then don't feel offended if they do so.
Right.
It's not because like you smell bad or they don't like you. It's just not a cultural thing.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, where are you from?
Hello, I am from Istanbul, Turkey. In my country, people like smoking a lot. When they are walking on the street or when they are waiting in front of the Pyeongjong, doesn't matter where. In Korea, when you come to Korea, please don't do that, because in Korea they have some smoking area. You have to smoke there. You shouldn't smoke on the street, please, because people don't like that. Also, I don't like smoking. Yeah.
That's a really good point. People from other countries can get confused because for me in America, you can smoke more freely. Yeah, but in Korea, there's designated smoking areas, and I like that because it makes it cleaner and it's better for people who don't smoke. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, where are you from?
I'm from South Africa. When you come to Korea for the first time, you're excited, you want to express yourself and you want to talk to people. But I think it's very important to be socially aware. And when you're in a public place, you have to think about the people around you. So try and match the volume of the room. If you're in a subway, you'll hear that it's very quiet. And then sometimes foreigners come in and they're very loud. but you should.
Bro, I can't wait to see the temple. I can't wait. Yeah.
Too much energy. So I think be more socially aware. And Koreans actually have an expression like this too. It's nunchi.
Yes.
And nunchi itta or nunchi opta. It means that you are socially aware.
Yes.
And I think as foreigners, we should practice being more socially aware, not just with our group of friends, but also with people out there in the public. We should respect them.
I agree 100%. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, where are you from?
I'm from Lithuania. Just like trying to speak English, but mostly for Americans. No offense. They would come and they would just immediately just expect people to speak English.
You know, it's funny too because South Koreans, especially young people, speak English pretty well, considerably. But still there are people who don't speak English here. It's important to learn at least a little bit of survival Korean, right?
Yeah.
Another tip would be if you can only speak English, use really big gestures like one of those.
Yeah.
That helps people.
If you are ordering something in a restaurant, you should just order straightforwardly. I need this and that and a cup of water, please. Instead of making a small talk and being like, what's good for today? What does chef recommend? Like if you ask these kind of questions, it's okay and normal in the Western world because it's just not natural in Korea to have small talk.
Yeah.
So that also might be a problem in communication, even if they're really good at English.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, I'm Sean, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sean here. So today I want to answer the question, is Seoul a comfortable and convenient place to travel for someone who only speaks English? Personally, I think yes. Although I wouldn't encourage someone living here not to learn Korean, I would say for someone traveling here, just knowing English is enough to get by with no problem. But let's dive deeper into this topic and even explore some fun things to do in Seoul by talking to some people from around the world. Let's go. Hi, how you doing? Where are you from?
My name is Pascal and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
So how long have you been living in South Korea, in Seoul?
2 years and 10 months.
I'm from England. I have been living in Seoul for the last 3 years.
Hi guys, my name is Bart and I'm from the Netherlands. 3 years now?
Oh wow. How well do you speak Korean?
I think I am intermediate. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Have you studied Korean? Do you speak Korean yourself?
Yes, I do.
Excellent.
I'm not fluent. I'm not fluent.
I've been studying Korean independently with like apps and a little bit of a textbook. I am half Korean, so I know some Korean.
Yeah.
However, ashamed to say my Korean's not that good. It's getting better.
So, do you think it's necessary to be able to speak Korean well in order to enjoy Seoul?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, not at all actually.
Yeah.
Because all the friends that I had over and my family, they enjoyed to the max and they cannot speak Korean at all.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I think if you are visiting as a tourist, I think if you are living here short term, I think you can quite easily get by with just little bits of Korean if you pick them up, or English, because a lot of people do speak English here.
I think so too.
It's very easy to just do simple like everyday tasks with minimal Korean, or like having people be really responsive to trying to help you in any way that they can. It might not be a full-on conversation about what they did at the weekend, but it's a nice touch to make you feel less alien.
Yeah.
It's not necessary at all, especially Korea is shifting towards maybe in like 20 years of more of a bilingual country with English.
Yeah, it's pretty global friendly, you know?
Yeah. However, I always advise any tourist to go to any country, so at least try to learn a few keywords.
Yeah.
It will make your life easier, and even though if you like butchered the word, it's fine. They understand, they love it, and you might even get free service.
Yeah. During better times when we don't have to worry about COVID-19, what do you think the best thing to do for tourists is in Seoul?
I would say one day, if the weather's good, you go to the mountain.
Go hiking?
Go all the way to the top and just enjoy the view. After that, have some makgeolli and pajeon, pancake.
A lot of good mountains in Seoul, right?
Oh, Bukhansan is my favorite. Take one day to see the city.
Yeah.
Go to Gyeongbuk City Hall, Noryangji Market, go to the other markets, you know, just explore the city.
Yeah.
You get off your plane, you come to Korea, you're probably a bit hungry. You know, they're known for their fried chicken, so might as well eat that.
Yeah, Korean fried chicken is awesome.
Also, I would say get like a T-money card or something to help you use the subway system easily.
Yeah.
And
subway here is amazing.
Yes, you can literally go anywhere. But you can actually go pretty far out of Seoul with the subway too, which is pretty amazing.
That is true.
We just walk along the Han River.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Yeah, it's usually, you know, pretty relaxing, especially like late spring, summertime is actually quite amazing.
Yeah, I think a lot of Koreans enjoy eating chicken.
Yeah,
chicken and beer.
Yeah, there you could actually get it delivered to you at the river.
Yeah, the delivery is amazing here.
Yes.
There's an awful lot of history here.
Yeah, there are.
So you have a lot of really interesting temples, you have palaces, you have really old cultural sites like the old city gates and there's the old city walls. I think they're really nice to go and visit as a tourist to learn more about what the city used to be. If you're into like fashion or beauty, then there are little hubs around Seoul that you can find everything you ever wanted and or needed there. And also there's good nightlife, there's great food everywhere. There's just great food.
Wow, so many good things.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I'm Sean, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sean. So I'm from Philadelphia in the United States. I love Philadelphia. It has so many good things about it, but I have to be honest about one thing. When walking in the streets of Philadelphia, you have to be careful what neighborhoods you go to. When in a cafe, you always have to take your phone with you if you go to the bathroom. It's small things like this that force you to be hyper aware all the time, and frankly, it's kind of stressful. I've been living in Seoul now for almost 6 years, and I've never felt uneasy about my belongings. I've never felt unsafe walking around alone at night after having a beer with friends. So why is Seoul so safe? Let's explore this topic in depth by talking to some people from around the world. Let's go. Hi, where are you from?
I'm from Scotland in the UK.
How safe is Seoul compared to Scotland?
Scotland and Seoul are kind of different. In Scotland, they have one of the highest knife crimes in the whole of Europe. Like for stabbings. Apart from that, because I'm a local, I feel like I have more street smarts. In Seoul, I come here and I feel much more safe. I was never like looking over my shoulder back home, but at the same time, there's a sense of being more safe here.
Yeah, in Scotland, you definitely have to kind of have a street sense and like watch who's walking on the street and like not stay out too late, these kind of things.
Yeah, like you gotta know which pocket you put your wallet in. By and large, in the capital city, it's not too bad. Just make sure like if you're out at a certain time, you'll be smart about it.
Right, and that doesn't really exist here for you?
No, not really.
Hi, I'm from Germany. Well, I don't feel scared if I walk home in Korea, but Germany would be a bit different, I guess.
So why do you have to be careful walking home at night in Germany?
I guess we don't have that much surveillance cameras, so maybe that's a reason why I just feel safer here.
Yeah, the CCTV.
Exactly, and the crime rate is not high here. I don't really hear a lot of, incidents happening here, but in Germany it's just, you're just more cautious, I guess.
Okay.
안녕하세요. 저는 서울에서 거주하고 있는 대학생입니다.
How safe is Seoul compared to other cities you've been to?
I can say it's really safe compared to other countries and other cities. For example, I can put my laptop here and I can go everywhere. I don't worry about that. Sometimes coffee shop owner want to kick us out because of that.
But never a problem with safety or theft.
Hey, I wouldn't say never, but it can happen. But normally we don't have to worry about anything.
I feel like when you go to other countries, it's kind of like always take your bag, you always take your phone
always
when you go
I
to the
need to keep
bathroom.
my eyes on my steps. Yeah, I love Paris and I love France.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm a little scared about my phone. Actually, maybe you know the feeling. Yeah.
If you go to a cafe, how comfortable do you feel in Korea putting your phone or your laptop on the table, using the bathroom, and then coming back?
Yeah, I feel super comfortable. I still just take my phone out of habit to the bathroom. But as for other stuff, I'm just comfortable leaving my bag.
Yeah.
As for my mother's case, when she visited Korea, she was not used to that at all because she's German and we always bring our bags.
Of course.
So we went to a buffet and I told her, you can just leave your bag at the seat. But she brought it even to the buffet. So that was kind of funny to see for me because I'm just used to the ways it is in Korea now.
Ah, interesting. So in Germany, what happens if you leave your bag on the table?
It will be stolen in 3
think
minutes,
so?
I guess so.
I've done a lot of studying or freelance work in cafes before where I've had to go outside or go to the bathroom. leave my stuff and think nothing of it. I only noticed that was different when I went back home on vacation, and the sense that I couldn't do that.
That's a huge difference, right?
Definitely much different from the safety that you feel in Korea.
Yeah. 서울은 다른 도시에 비해서 왜 이렇게 안전할까? 왜 이렇게 치안이 좋을까요?
아무래도 서울 같은 경우는 어디에든 CCTV가 있고 사람들이 자기 물건과 다른 사람의 물건에 대해서 구분이 좀 명확한 것 같아요. 그래서 사람들이 이제 다른 사람이 물건을 놓고 갔을 때 그거를 갖고 싶다라는 생각보다는 그냥 그 사람의 영역이구나 라는 이렇게 존중이 좀 있는 것 같고.
아, 예지도요? 존중해요?
전 좀 아닌 것 같긴 해요. 네, 장난이고요. 저도 그렇죠. 그래서 안전하다고 생각할 수 있을 것 같아요.
I think one of the reasons is the surveillance cameras. So people just feel safer.
Yeah.
Because they are here, but I also think it's part of the culture. Because as we talked about the leaving your bag in a cafe, I think many people in Korea just see the cards or whatever the person left and are just like, okay, that's not mine, that's from another person. So they just don't mind others' business in that way. So I think it's just cultural, I guess.
There just seems to be more of a sense of everyone following the rules. It's kind of unspoken. I think there's a whole mentality that everyone sort of steps in line. It's better not to stand out, and that mentality transcends into being safe and looking after people in a way that they're not going to be unsafe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, I'm Sean, and I'll see you next time. Bye.